starting the second half of action. Lexington with the first possession of the second half. Up top for the three, up and off the rim. So Kaya Sane will come down the rebound up, and this should be an easy layup for Southside, but she pulls it back out. A 2-point shot is no good. Brent McNeil not happy with that at all. Think she should have drove to the basket.
I would have to agree with him.
Here's the three-point shot up and good. Caitlin Kelly, the three-point shot. Her first points of the second half. Of course, the only points of the second half for either team. 38-26 game. Just into the start of the second half. Kaya Sane trap down low to Berkia Champion. In trouble, but gets it out to Kaya Sane. She drives, and layup is up and good for the senior Kaya Sane. That makes 6 for her, 4 in the first half, and now 2 here in the second. Lexington will bring it down the court. And the shot is up and no good, but finds a way back into the hands of Caitlin Kelly, who hits the layup. So here's Cheyenne Cunningham bringing it down the floor for the Lady Hawks. Cunningham behind the back over to Kaya Sane. Down to Asia Curry, who dribbles and gets it back to Sane. Sane drives up and off the back of the rim. So now Lexington will bring it back down the floor. Here's the pass at the top of the key to Caitlin Kelly for Lexington. The shot, three-point shot is up and no good. And the rebound is also comes down to Lexington, who misses the follow-up. Here's Southside down the floor to Asia Curry up, and the layup is good. That's Asia Curry, the senior, with the two-point basket.
If Lexington's going to be successful here, they're going to have to get some stops and convert on the other end, and they just didn't do that in the second quarter. They were better offensively, but they weren't able to get the stops they needed to get back in this game.
And here's a three off the back of the rim for Lexington. Here's Asia Curry pushing it up, and the shot is good. Asia Curry is good, and that's a quick timeout. Bianca Thomas takes the timeout. Takes a 30-second timeout. So, Southside up 44-28, and Michael, the shooting is carrying it over into the second half of the Lady Hawks so far.
Yeah, this is definitely their best shooting game of the season, and they're just going to have to continue that, and not only throughout this game but throughout the season if they're going to try and win the District 14A title this year.
Lexington's got to find a way to slow down this Lady Hawk attack. And also they got to score points when they can, because Southside's so hot right now that you can't afford to be turning over the ball like they just did.
Yeah, they're definitely not doing well with the turnovers.
Southside went inbound to Nikendra Taylor. And sometimes, Michael, games around here, this is the final score to girls' games, 44-28, those types of numbers. But we're just now starting the second half, and we always have this many points on the board. And that's a three off the rim for Quinadra Miller. But Tamia Curry gets the rebound and gets packed. And then Asia Curry gets the rebound and gets it stripped out of bounds. So it'll be Lexington ball after it goes off Southside. So Lexington looking to inbound, and they do. But Nikendra Taylor gets it stolen and gets it out to Quinadra Miller. Great effort by Nikendra. And bodies on the floor, and Asia Curry forces her way up and gets fouled. So the senior Asia Curry will go to the line for 2 free throws. Michael, that was kind of weird how that all played out. We had 2 people laying on the floor and also somebody driving to the basket.
Yeah, it was a little dangerous there. Could have got somebody hurt, but Asia Curry's kept her composure here, and here she is at the free throw line with the chance to put Southside up by 16.
And Curry hits the first free throw
18.
Of 2.
I think that's 18. The math is off.
Here's the second free throw. Is no good, but we got a lane violation. One more shot. Lane violation is on Lexington.
I thought they kind of both stepped into the lane there.
Yeah, but the feet, you got a good little view here. Feet crossed the line, the Kendra's didn't. And they're almost going to do it again, but they don't. And Asia makes them pay and knocks down the third free throw.
18-point lead here for Southside.
So she'll get 2 free throws out of that, 2 points out of that.
Well, that would be their 16th turnover of the game for Lexington.
So another turnover. 46-28 game. Here's Nikendra Taylor over to Cheyenne Cunningham. To Tamia Curry, down, up, and no good, but she gets fouled. So Tamia Curry will go to the line for 2 more free throws.
You know, first half they were shooting well from the outside. It looks like now they're really going into the post. Asia Curry had 6 points in a row, and now Tamia's got a chance to add 2 more and make this a 20-point game.
Tamia's first free throw is up and no good. So a chance to make this a 19-point ball game. Not as packed as I thought it would be tonight for a big district game. But the second free throw is good for Tamia Curry. Her first point of the game, if I have that correct. Nikendra Taylor knocks it out of bounds. We'll stay with Lexington. Southside up 19. So Lexington will inbound again. And here's Bromley with the up fake and the shot's off. And it comes down to Tamia Curry. Gets it to Asia Curry. Up to Quinadra Miller. The freshman driving up and good with the left-handed layup. Her first 2 of the second half give her 16 total. Up to Bromley. Bromley steps back and is looking for the pass and gets knocked out of bounds by Nikendra Taylor, that is. Number 13, Nikendra Taylor, the sophomore. A pretty good young talent here that Brent McNeil has on his team. You got the freshman, 2 freshmen, a junior, a sophomore, and only 1 senior on the floor now. And it's nice to be able to go to that, Michael.
Yeah, when you can add depth to your team, it's going to help here because
Nikendra, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
We're only, a couple weeks away from district tournaments. 4 weeks here, and we'll be getting into districts. And Caitlin Kelly knocks down her second 3 in the third quarter.
So there's another 3 for Caitlin Kelly. And as I was saying, Nikendra Taylor's fighting hard on the defensive end, and that's her right there with the bank shot, so that's 2 points for Nikendra Taylor of Southside. Besides Quinadra Miller, Nikendra is the only other bench player that has scored for this Lady Hawk team. And we got a travel.
Lexington fans are not happy right now. They thought that Bromley was fouled right there. Referee saw it differently.
No foul call. And up, and there's a steal that looked like a foul as well. So maybe the referees gave that one back to make the fans happy, because that was also a foul down here on this end. And the ball goes out of bounds and will be Lexington basketball. So Lexington will look to inbound up under the basket, up top, and Nikendra Taylor steals it, and Kaya Sane will drive and up and good with the layup. The senior adds 2 more to her total. That will be 8 tonight for her. And we got a foul on Nikendra Taylor, just getting a little too physical. So checking in for Lexington will be number 3, Leslie Powers. And also Alexis Miller checks in for the Lady Hawks. Lexington dribbling at the top of the key. Looks down, try to get it down low, and we have a jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Southside.
So here is Tamia Curry inbounding the ball. And the referee talking to the Lexington coach here, having some conversation about maybe a call earlier. Here's Lexington driving and a crazy shot, but they do get the offensive rebound. To the free throw line, and the shot's up and no good. Another offensive rebound. Here's the three-point shot, and that's off the front of the rim, and the rebound finally comes down to Tamia Curry, who gets it up to Kaya Sane with the layup, and it is good. So Kaya Sane with another layup. That makes 10 for her on the game. 55-31 lead for Southside over Lexington Lady Tigers. So for Lexington, Caitlin Kelly has the hot hand right now.
It's not meaning much right now. Southside's now up by 24 points and really starting to pull away.
She has 15 of the 31, so almost half there for Lexington. Bromley only has 5 so far in this game, so she's going to have to help. I would think she's going to have to help Kelly out for them to make a push here.
Yeah, they're both going to have to start hitting three-pointers, and I just don't know if that's going to happen here.
Here's Kelly over to a teammate in the corner. Back up top, Kelly with the three, and it's good. Another three for Kelly, up to Kaya Sane as she gets another layup. Kaya Sane has got a lot of opportunities at layups this second half. That's her 4th layup of this second half, of the third quarter.
Yeah, she's had the last 6 points for the Lady Hawks.
Down low in the post, and the layup's no good, and knocked out of bounds by Tamia Curry. So Lexington will inbound under the goal. And we got not a very good foul there by Alexis Miller, the senior. So Lexington will inbound once again. She gets it in to Kelly, but another foul called on Alexis Miller. That's back-to-back fouls on the senior point guard.
As a senior, you got to be a little smarter than that and know that you got to play off a little more and let them get the ball.
A drive to the goal, gets out for a three, up and off the rim, but we got an offensive rebound and another travel called. This will be Southside ball. Quinadra Miller runs right past the Lexington defenders and crosses over.
How about 3 Lexington defenders?
And we got a foul on Lexington on the floor, so it'll stay with Kaya Sane. Quinadra Miller can pretty much do it all. She's a quick runner. She can dribble. She can shoot. She don't have much height to her, but she can do pretty much anything that a guard needs to do. Here's Alexis Miller at the top, over to Kaya Sane in the corner, who gets it back up top to Alexis Miller. Down to Kaya Sane with the jump shot up and off the side of the rim. Lexington comes down with a rebound. That is Kelly up to number 3 for Lexington. That is Leslie Powers, and gets it to the senior, who drives and misses the layup. And Lexington knocks it out of bounds, so it'll be Southside ball. This physicality is something to watch here, Michael.
Yeah, they're getting very physical in there, and I think the referees are going to have to watch it so it does not get out of hand.
So Southside inbounds to Quinadra Miller, who's dribbling down the court. Quinadra up top over to Alexis Miller. To Tamia Curry, over to Kaya Sane, who dribbles and up, and 2 more points for Kaya Sane. And Michael, she had a big game just the last time the Southside Lady Hawks were on the court.
Yeah, she did, and she's having another big one tonight. And I think her shooting ability is definitely one that's gonna help Southside down the stretch.
Kaya with 14 points tonight. 16 for Quinadra Miller, the freshman, who is dribbling the ball at the top of the key. saving for this last shot over to her sister, Alexis Miller. Alexis dribbles, looking for help. She gets it to Tamia Curry, who kicks it back out to Quinadra Miller. And will she get a shot off before this third quarter's over? Alexis in the corner for three and gets it sent out of bounds. So we'll have 0.7 seconds left.
It's going to have to be a quick shot here.
And up and long for Quinadra Miller. So that'll be the end of the third quarter. 59-34 score, with the Southside Lady Hawks leading the Lexington Lady Tigers. Again, 59-34. Michael, can you say what's been good for Southside to help them get to this lead, or has it been more bad for Lexington?
I think Southside is shooting the ball better than they have all year, and I think that's a good sign going into the second half of the season. It's something that's got to happen. But, Lexington's not doing well defensively or offensively. They're turning the ball over and allowing Southside to have some easy shots.
So the Lexington Lady Tigers will have to make a pretty crazy comeback here with 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter to pull this one off. But I've seen crazier things in sports for sure. And Brett McNeil electing to put Kaya Sane on the bench to start this fourth quarter and give her a break. But he leaves Quinadra Miller out there as one of his 5 on the court. Here's Alexis Miller playing defense. Over for a three for Lexington's off the rim. Alexis Miller comes down with rebound to Brakia Champion, up to Cheyenne Cunningham. Cheyenne will set up the offense here with 7:36 left in this matchup. Cheyenne over to Quinadra. Southside looking to slow things down, but gets it stolen by Kelly. Kelly's not going to quit. She's going to play till the end. Here's Kelly setting the pick. She is again. She stops and kicks it in the corner for three off the back of the rim. And Brakia Champion comes down after the second shot was taken for Lexington. Brakia Champion comes down with the rebound. Cheyenne Cunningham down to Quinadra Miller, over to Asia Curry in the corner. And Asia Curry pulls the three, and it's way short. And Brett McNeil immediately puts somebody in to take her out. Definitely not her shot there. And here's Bromley with the 2-point shot for Lexington on the other end. Bromley being pretty quiet tonight. Only 7 points for her. She's had a pretty off night for the most part. Here's Quinadra Miller. Dribble, looking for somebody open and throws it away.
Is there somebody on Lexington's team that has not had a quiet night?
And Bromley misses back-to-back layups right there. And Southside gets the rebound and gets it up to Alexis Miller, who drives. And Alexis Miller misses the layup. So here's Kelly bringing it down the court for Lexington. The three-point shot, well, she decides not to take it, and she drives and gets fouled. That is Nabria Howard, the senior guard for the Lexington Lady Tigers, who gets fouled and will go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Howard with the first free throw, and it is good. Here goes Howard with the second shot. Second free throw is in and out, so that's just 1 point there for Howard. Alexis Miller over Cheyenne Cunningham setting up the offense. And right after Asia Curry comes out, Brett McNeil tells her to be smart, take better shots. You're up 20 points. What do you think about that, Michael?
I think he's right that you can't be taking shots and trying out new things. You need to just, play composed, and if you get a good shot, put it up. I mean, the clock is your friend at the moment.
Brakia Champion gets her first basket of the game, and on the other end, another three-pointer That's Jackie Arnold with her first three-pointer of the game. Here's Cheyenne Cunningham bringing it down the floor over to Kaya Sane, who dribbles to the corner and gets it up to Cheyenne Cunningham, who pump fakes up and no good on the shot. So Lexington will have the ball and will bring it down the court. This is Kelly, who passes it over, who gets it down in the post, actually. That is Kaylee Grant with 2 more points. (61-42) ball game, 4:58 left in this matchup. Southside Lady Hawks still ahead. 19-point ball game. Michael, do you think this is just a game that Southside's playing well, or more of Lexington playing bad? Do you think Southside is a 20 points better than Lexington?
I don't know if they're 20 points better. They might be 20 points better than Lexington in this gym, but that could be a totally different story when they go to Lexington. So right now you just want to continue to execute and make sure that you're running your offense, playing well defensively. And keep in mind that you still got to go down there and try and get a district win on the road.
Here's Nikendra Taylor over to Cheyenne Cunningham to Kaya Sane. Setting something up, gets it down to Tamia Curry. Tamia dribbles up and gets fouled and gets the and one. So an and one for Tamia Curry.
Lexington, number 51, Jaylon Grant, number 3rd. Lady Tigers, 4th team foul.
Tamia has her first 2 point, or actually that makes 3 for her. She made a free throw earlier, so she has 3 points in this game, and she misses this free throw. So 3 points for Tamia Curry. And here's Bromley bringing the ball down the court, who gets it to Kelly. Kelly shoots the 3, and it's an air ball. Kelly getting a little rush there to shoot.
Yeah, definitely. She should have, I don't know, maybe found a better shot there, or seen if her teammates could have gotten a better shot.
Here's Cunningham over to Tamia Curry. Tamia back to Cunningham now. Cunningham dribbles. Looking for the open player down to Tamia Curry. Tamia drives. Gets it. Well, she saves it before it goes out of bounds, and Lexington turns it right back over to Southside. Kaya Sane with the shot, and it's no good. It's knocked out of bounds by Nikendra Taylor. So it'll be Lexington ball. So here is Lexington bringing the ball down the court. 3:52 left in this matchup, 63-42 ball game. Lexington looking to get something started here, has not been able to find any consistency in this matchup. There's the 3 for Nabria Howard. And I have trouble with these names, man. I just can't get them out for some reason. It is 2016, so you never know what you'll see. There's Nikendra Taylor driving and the foul on Lexington. So Nikendra will go to the line for 2 free throws. Nikendra has 2 points in this game. She's trying to add to that total. Nikendra getting ready to shoot her first free throw of the game. First free throw up and in and out. Free throw line has not been either one of these teams' friends this half, but first half Southside did have a pretty good.
Yeah, Southside was shooting the ball much better from the free throw line in that first half, and I don't know if they've kind of just relaxed a little bit and kind of put it in cruise control, but they're definitely well ahead right now.
Cheyenne Cunningham gets the steal and goes down the floor, up and good on the layup. That is Cheyenne Cunningham. Gives her 8 for the night. One more layup and she'll be in double digits tonight. Southside with 66 points. Looks like they're probably going to get to 70 points, which I would say that's the most they've scored all year, but I know they had a double overtime game with Haywood.
Yeah, that was they were in the 90s. It was like 94 to 86.
Tamia Curry comes down with the rebound there. But in a four-quarter game, this is probably one of the biggest showings they've had, Michael.
Yeah, like I said, they've definitely played well offensively, and you just want that to continue.
Here's Lexington, who gets it stolen again. So here's Cheyenne Cunningham driving behind the pass to behind the back pass to Brakia Champion. And a foul called on Southside. Lexington fans thanking God over here. They've been asking for a foul call for a very long time. Not liking the aggressive play of the Southside Hawks.
No, they're not been real happy with that so far. And I'm sure their team not playing well is adding on to all that, being upset.
And Brett McNeil really coaches that style of play. He loves physicality. He was one of my football coaches this season. Here's Lexington down low. And a foul called, so we'll have a Lexington free throws here for Kaylee Grant, the senior. But as I was saying, Brett McNeil, with the physicality, he's a football coach coaching girls basketball. So he's been coaching girls basketball longer, but he played football in college, and he's always known for his physicality and toughness. He's a big, tough guy, too. First free throw up and good for Grant, and the second one she misses. So 66-46, 20-point lead with 1:50 left in this ball game. Lady Hawks leading and have been leading all night long. Kaya Sane with the ball at the top. Over to Brandy Gibson, her first minutes of the night. Cheyenne Cunningham dribbling to the top. Killing a little time over to Kaya Sane. Kaya drives up and good. Kaya Sane, with everybody in her face, finds a way to get a couple more. Here's a three, wide open three. It's off the rim. There's another three by Kelly. It's also off the rim, but it knocks off of Michaela Tranzo's foot, so it'll stay here with Lexington. Let's just talk about Kaya Sane and what she's been able to do this second half.
She shot the ball well. She's Southside's best shooter, and when she's able to come out and hit her mid-range shots and make the other team come out and guard her, she gives another asset to the Southside offense.
I think a couple people would like to argue with you on the best shooter. She might be averaging the most this year, but Quinadra Miller and Cheyenne Cunningham, both great shooters as well. I know Quinadra would, because Quinadra likes to think she's, I think Quinadra overall is the best shooter, but of course Kaya she's more consistent, I guess you could say. Were both those free throws good there?
No, she missed her first.
Missed the first and made the second there. Here's Miller at the top. Some young Hawks in now. 4 freshmen and 1 junior in for Southside. And they turn it over, and it'll be Lexington ball with 38 seconds left. Lexington brings it down the court. This is Kelly, who's probably pretty disappointed on her team's performance tonight. Here's a three-point shot, up and in and out. And Bromley comes down with a rebound. That's not Bromley, that is Powers. Behind the back for Quinadra Miller, and misses the layup. Fight for the rebound comes down to Lexington with 10 seconds left. You get a foul on Quinadra Miller. What a move here right in front of us by Quinadra Miller.
That was a nice little move there to get the ball down the court and give her team a chance to add to their lead.
The first free throw is up and good. That is Caitlin Kelly, who adds another to her total. She's got 19, so she's going for 20 here, and she gets it. 20 points tonight for Caitlin Kelly, so not a bad night for her. She's had 20 of the 48 points for the Lexington Lady Tigers.
Yeah, she's going to have more help if Lexington's going to be better.
Here's Kristen Long to Tamia. Tamia to Michaela. Michaela shoots the three, and it's off the front of the rim. So Southside wins this one against Lexington 68-49. So a win for the Southside girls over the Lady Tigers of Lexington. Michael, how important is it to get this first district win?
You know, you always want to be able to walk away with a win at home. You know, anytime you get a district win at home, it's important because you don't know what's going to happen on the road.
Like you said, it'd probably be a tougher task to go to Lexington and play. It's a different environment down there. So next we'll have the boys matchup between, of course, Lexington boys and Southside's boys. We'll take about 8 or 9 minute break and be back with the second game of the night.